Hi everyone, this is Master Sandman 1, and today I'm doing a review of 4 figures here, all part of the metal team of Delta Force from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Also, before I get into this video, I'd be very happy if you just click the like button. It takes no time, maybe 1 second, and also click that subscribe button just before we get off into this. And now, let's look at these figures, starting with Master Sergeant Sandman. And here he is. So of course, as always, all of these figures are almost 100% custom painted by me. And first we'll just do a little 360. This figure hasn't changed much since the original Metal Squad video, so if you've seen that, you can pretty much skip through him, other than I want you to hear that, as you can see, I've completely painted all of the multicam camo pattern all over his combat shirt and his pants. But that's pretty much the only thing that's changed with him. So yeah, if you've seen the original video, you can pretty much skip ahead to Grinch. But now, for those of you who haven't seen this figure, first of all, he has a custom ACR. It uses actually a Barrett 50 cal barrel piece with the main kind of barrel cutout. It has a MTAR 21 kind of PMAG and a custom EOTech, which I have a tutorial on how to make. It also has the M4 stock painted with gray mainly, and then there's some gray details all in different places. But that's pretty much it for the ACR. He also has a 6-hour P320 in his chest holster, because the new pistol of the US Army is the 6-hour P320, so I added that in. And on his plate carrier, he has some magazines that are painted to look like they're in mag pouches. He has a little radio and a medic pouch on the side, or just kind of any kind of pouch for storing anything. On his arms, he has the kind of pockets, which I molded out of clay, and they kind of beef up his arms. On each arm, there is the American flag and the O positive little patch for his blood type. His gloves are completely painted up in 3 different colors, and this arm has a watch molded out of clay on it as well. On his legs, he has the painted knee pads. He has a pistol mag here and another M4 mag right there. His helmet has a lot of paint detailing on it. It has, let's see if I can get this off. Right here. Yeah, there it just goes fine, but I got it. So it has the chin strap, sorry if this won't focus there. So it has the chin strap painted, his stubble beard is painted on. I put some gray definition around his Oakleys. Also, the full helmet is completely painted with the tan and the dark gray. It also has his little kill count right there, kind of the scratches in the helmet, and the American flag patch on this side. On his back, he also has some bolt cutters, which are painted with silver, and that is pretty much it, other than the headlamp that's around his neck, which is of course also molded out of clay. But now I'll reassemble him, and now we will go on to Grinch. So here he is. And if you've seen the original Delta Force video, you're probably wondering, Master Sergeant Sandman, why are you showing Grinch and Frost again, since they were in the last one? Now, Master Sergeant Sandman was the only one that in the original Metal Squad video was actually completed. Whereas Grinch and Frost, in the original Metal Squad video, the only things that were custom about them was that they had slightly customized guns. But now I've completed Grinch and Frost, and I've also added Truck. He wasn't in the first one, just because I didn't think I'd be able to pull off the face without any goggles or anything. but now I did, so I have the full squad. But here we can look at the Mark 14 AVR. I've made many modifications to it since the original. I cut off the AR-15 mag well and made a clay mag, kind of like an M14 mag. And the scope, actually, I've used one of the Barrel 50 cal scopes, except I cut off some of the top, cut off some of the front, and now it looks a lot better. I also added a little iron sight on the front of the barrel, and I made the wire stock out of pins now, actually, so it has the full wire extendable look. And this whole gun looks a lot better in my eyes now. But now that we can look at Grinch, his plate carrier is pretty simple. It just has 3 Mark 14 mags and a pistol mag. That's pretty much it, and the mag pouches are painted in black. On his arms, he has the pouches, or the pockets, painted on, and an American flag on each. Right there. He also has his combat shirt painted with the just undershirt painted on, kind of. The underpart that's less thick, so it's more breathable. And then he also has the full multicam painted over him, as all these figures do. Also, looking at his head, he has one of the normal Mega Bloks, just face and baseball cap heads, but I molded his ear protection, painted the multicam, and I did his stubble beard. Now bringing the figure back with the stand. You can see on his legs, he has 2 M4 mags here on a mounting plate, and on this side, he has a Glock in a holster, which again is one of my cardstock holsters. There's also a tutorial on how to do that on my channel. But here is the Glock. It's just a Sandman Glock. I got it from brickrepublic.com. You can go buy that if you want. But yeah, so Brick Republic is mainly a Canadian seller of kind of brick arms, Sandman, Lego scale, and Mega Block scale weapons. But yeah, I think if you're in the US, there are also lots of different websites that are better, since Brick Republic is based out of Quebec, so it's the best for Canada because it's a lower shipping time and just costs less. But then that is pretty much it for Grinch, and we can look at Frost now. So Frost here, of course, is the main player character for the Metal Squad missions of Modern Warfare 3. As all these figures, we will look at his weapon first. He has a Mega Bloks M4, except it's been heavily modified. I cut off the iron sights and added the flip down kind of Scar L iron sights that the Modern Warfare 3 model of the M4 has. I completely molded the barrel over, did all the little ventilation holes, completely redid it pretty much. I also added the rail on the top. He has a EOTech with a G33 magnifier, and he also has the rear iron sight under there. On his tan magazine, he has a Ranger pole, which I molded out of clay. And then for his stock, he has a Magpul stock, which I completely molded out of clay, which has the more triangular shape than the normal US Army M4 stock. But now bringing Frost back into frame as it focuses there, and we can turn around on his arms. You see here he has only one American flag patch, since the figure actually came with it printed on, so I just left it. And the other arm just has the pocket painted on. Again, all the multicam and the undershirt painted. Then on his chest mag holster, again he has a Sandman Glock, which is the exact same that was used for Grinch. On his chest he has 3 M4 mags, again painted to look like they're in mag pouches. Over here he has 2 M4 mags, and on this side he has 2 pistol mags stacked beside each other. On his back he has a radio, which I molded out of clay, and his helmet is pretty cool because what I did with it, when I got the Frost figure in the Hovercraft Mega Bloks set, it was the Signature Series, I think from 2 years ago now. It was the only Mega Bloks Call of Duty Signature Series set actually ever made so far. So I'm really crossing my fingers for a new one this year. San Diego Comic-Con is actually coming up pretty soon, so hopefully they'll show off a new one. But actually, the figure that comes in the Hovercraft doesn't have kind of this brown piece. So I actually molded that on to make it make Frost have a similar helmet to that of Master Sergeant Sandman, the way that it actually is in Modern Warfare 3. For Truck, I actually did a similar thing, but I painted the American flag on, and I also did the counterweight on his helmet out of clay as well. Also a headlamp hanging around his neck, and that's pretty much it for Frost. So we can go look at Truck, and then we'll wrap up this video. And here he is. Now, Truck wasn't in the original Metal Squad video, and a lot of people commented about it. Actually, the reasoning for that is that throughout the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, he actually never wears any eye protection, and Mega Bloks, believe it or not, actually doesn't make any head with it that has a helmet and doesn't have any eye protection. So what I did for him, I took a head, I'll actually just take it off right now so you can see it better. I took a Mega Bloks head that had goggles on, and I actually cut all the goggles away, refilled in the face with clay. It doesn't look great, but it looks good enough for my liking, and I think it turned out pretty well. And I painted his eyes, his eyebrows. I painted everything on this one since I had to redo the skin tone. It started out Caucasian, as you can see, kind of in the head. But then, as I said, he has the same deal as Frost, a American flag, and the molded counterweight and little piece on the top of the helmet. I also painted some camo into it and kind of some weathering by dry brushing some really dark brown into the kind of beige of the helmet. But that's pretty much it for his head, and now we can go and look at the main figure. Here we'll actually look at his Mark 46 LMG. This was quite difficult to make. It took me, I think, 3 hours of work, pretty much not non-stop, but just 3 hours, not working too hard, but just working away at it. It's mainly clay, actually. The only things that were Mega Bloks was there was a MP5 submachine gun barrel underneath all the clay here. This box mag stayed relatively the same throughout the build process, and this is the M4 kind of middle piece, or kind of upper and lower. The box mag, I actually cut off the full AR-15 mag well, so the box mag is just crazy glued in. There's also a little green piece that attaches it right there. There's kind of the belt system and the shell ejector right there. That's molded out of clay and sticks out quite a bit. For the barrel, I put a layer of clay, which I molded the ventilation holes and everything into, and then I added all the rails, which I crazy glued on, and they look pretty good now. I also used more pins to make the wire extending stock and the gas tube underneath the barrel. It also has the iron sights. The rear and forward are both molded in. Also, the bullets are painted on the chain, or belt, sorry. And now here we'll go back to Truck. So on his arms he has the pockets painted on, and the American flags. Those are on both arms, as you can see. And then on his plate carrier, he has 2 pistol mags up here, 4 M4 mags, it really kind of bulks him up, and another little pouch. On this side, he has a pouch on his belt, and he also has a mounting plate on his leg with 2 more M4 mags. Those are kind of supposed to be P mags, as they have the little pulls on top of them. And in on his other leg, he has a holster with a custom painted Megabox Desert Eagle in another cardstock holster. Now, the cool thing about this Desert Eagle is I painted the slide, but then the other thing is I actually cut out in between the 2 rear iron sights, so you can actually line them up just like that. Pretty much you can see they're kind of aim down sights, and I kind of painted on the little green and stuff. Exactly the same as in Modern Warfare 3, the way that they appear. So that's pretty much it for truck, and now we can wrap up this very long Mega Construx, I've been saying Megabox the whole video, figure review. And now, wrapping up this video, if you have stayed for this whole video, you are definitely a hero. Thanks for watching this whole video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. So, as I said at the start, please like and subscribe, it takes no time, and also hit that notification bell right beside the subscribe button, and then you can get a notification every time I make a new video. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Master Sergeant Sandman 1, out.